Happy Sunday, senpais, and welcome.
It's not Sunday.
It will be when I upload this.
Fair enough.
That's staying in. It's Nagatoro every week, the weekly anime review podcast where we talk about Ijiranaide, Nagatoro-san. I'm Tectonic Improv, and I'm fucking sweltering right now.
Oh, hey guys, it's me, your boy Avenge, and we're gonna be I'll be chilling out this episode because goddamn am I tired.
When did you wake up this morning, Avenge?
I woke up at like 5:30.
Hell yeah, I woke up around like 6:30 or so. I wanted to go to the diner, and I did, and it was sick.
Yeah, I just signed up for the gym again today.
Oh, that's badass.
First day back, we're feeling it.
That's great to hear. You know, the quarantine's been hard on all of us. It's time to get back in shape.
Damn straight.
But before we get back into shape, let's talk about anime, for old time's sake.
For old times, yeah. I'm down.
Now, this week's episode of Nagatoro, pretty good. Pretty good. Not as good as last week's or maybe even the week before. But I still enjoyed this one, mostly because Sakura is in it again, and as I've said like the past 3 times, it's nice that they're incorporating her more and more.
Yeah, I really liked seeing her in this episode. I think she adds a little bit of a she's like this like external like force against their relationship that like Gamma and Yoshi like doesn't really provide.
Yeah,
because she's like they all know what's up. Like all her friends like know what's going down with her and Senpai.
Yeah,
but she's willing to give him a little push.
I like,
and I like that.
I like to imagine that that Sakura is just a sociopath. That's my headcanon, is that she doesn't have feelings. She's incapable of empathy, and the ditzy attitude, it's just an act.
Ooh, okay.
Because as we've seen in this episode, she's more than willing, and so are Nagatoro and the rest of her friends, but she's more than willing to completely destroy a group of a devoted group of friends over being too loud in the cafeteria.
That's true. This is they do go a bit far with that. It's like, oh, you're being a little bit loud. And true, the guys are like, oh yeah, we'll be quiet, and then they just like go back to it.
Yeah.
Assholes,
nerds,
fuck them,
just nerds.
And they're like, we're gonna psychologically manipulate them and break them apart. We're gonna mind break them into simping for Sakura.
Yeah, exactly. Fucked up. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself because there's a little before the theme song we get our little intro gag where,
and what an intro it is.
Yeah, well they're talking about lending each other like anime or something. What was it? I have it. I wrote down in my notes that they're lending videotapes, but that was just
he lent her Hajime no Ippo, a popular Japanese boxing manga.
Oh, I noticed that. I know it was something Ippo, and I was like, because I know about Hajime no Ippo, but I didn't know if they actually just straight up name dropped it.
I think they just call it Ippo. I don't know if they're like trying to like not name drop it and like
probably not
obfuscate it for like copyright. But
yeah, it's probably like a parody thing. But like Ippo just means boxing, right? And
does it? I don't know. Maybe it does. Yeah, but I feel like it can't.
Yeah,
it can't
like
not be a reference to it.
I've never even seen Hajime no Ippo, and I know about it, so I assume if you're talking about a boxing manga, then you're probably referencing Hajime no Ippo. I mean, like, fuck, they referenced Kizumonogatari, so. Well,
wait, did they?
Yeah, I was talking about this. I think the second week, the vampire one, where he's talking about like the vampire story he's reading or something, and it's literally
you're right.
A blonde vampire in like a school setting. It was definitely supposed to be a Kizu reference.
Yeah, I remember now.
Very cool. So she's like practicing like her sparring or some shit, and I gotta say this like gag where he like trips into her, it's a little unrealistic, I must admit.
It's just a bit because she's like mock punching him, and then he like falls back and then manages to like fall forward.
Yeah,
it's a bit comical.
It's
it's
like they couldn't come up with anything, but they needed.
Yeah, it's like, how is he gonna get like fucking fall on top of her and bury his face in her crotch or whatever the trope's gonna be?
Well, it wasn't even in the crotch.
Falls on her and
he just like hugged her. Yeah. But that wasn't enough to set her off.
Her reaction to him is real cute.
It is. Yeah, and I think it just goes straight to the theme song, and then it goes, or it's like it's Nagatoro talking to her friends about this cold open, which I think is also cute because it makes me think that like whenever they're hanging out and Senpai isn't there, Nagatoro's just always talking about Senpai.
That's exactly what came to mind. Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, and he was so gross today. It's like, do you talk about anything else?
Oh,
I say,
really, Nagatoro? He was gross.
He was gross, huh? It's like, oh yeah, totally gross. Anyway, you will not believe what he did.
Talking about how gross he is.
Yeah. But yeah, no. We were talking about earlier. These nerds are annoying as fuck. It's not even like play your games or whatever. That's fine. But the people tell you to quiet down. You got like, come on, man, quiet down. Like, gamers, they don't have manners,
Yeah, poor unfortunate gamers.
Yeah, they just had to meet the psychological manipulator masters of Nagatoro and her friends, who send Sakura in as like a tactical nuke, a Trojan horse. To
tactical nuke of horny.
Yeah, to completely dismantle the friend group over one girl. Could you believe it? The face that launched a thousand ships, I believe, is the term. But yeah, and this just kind of, I forget how this leads into the kind of main gag of the episode where they're like trying to find Senpai's like porn stash.
It just kind of like cuts over to that,
and I think that's probably, if I have one, and listeners, you've listened to this podcast, we've been very kind to this show. So if you would give me this one critique, I do think that this episode was a little more scattered than normal, and
that's true.
I think. And I only say this because so far the anime's been very good at staying concise and consistent. This one just felt a little more off than normal. But even still, the content they were adapting was good.
Yeah, no, the way they transition to it is just because it's Senpai's like he's like, finally, so I'm gonna get some peace and quiet back in the art room. And he gets in the art room, and like Nagatoro again when Yoshi are just kind of screwing around, fucking around.
Oh right, yeah, they're just already waiting in there. I remember now, just causing a muck of the place. But
yeah, making a ruckus.
Oh, and they're and they're just like talking about how, I remember now, because they were talking about how easy it is to lead guys on and stuff because they only think with their dicks, and they were just like, well, this, Senpai's not like that, but Nagatoro was like, actually he like totally is, I swear, guys. And
yeah, he's an herbivore.
Yeah, he's an herbivore, as they say. Didn't appreciate Gamo's disrespect towards the asexual population. There's nothing wrong with being an herbivore, everyone. All right. Just fucked up. I'm taking it to Twitter right now. Sorry, everyone.
Make a call out post.
Yeah,
cancel her.
She's gotta go. But
hashtag Gamo's gotta go.
Yes, hashtag Gamo's gotta go. Gamo's gotta go. I'm gonna put that in the YouTube lets you put like hashtags in your like channel or like the video thing. One of them's gonna be Gamo's gotta go. Yeah.
Yeah. Get it trending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Reddit assemble. Let's do your thing. But like one thing leads to another with this conversation, and like Nagatoro was just like he's like got like a porn stash here, guys, I swear, and they're just like, no way he doesn't have a porn stash, and then me not remembering this chapter at the moment, I'm just like, there's no, who would hide their porn stash at school? Little did I know, I'm a fucking idiot.
You gonna hide it at home?
Yeah. I'm gonna hide it at school? Are you kidding me? That's even worse.
That's fair. I mean, he's in a pretty unique situation where he essentially has the club room entirely to himself most of the time. Okay.
I would beg to differ.
Outside of like the window into his life we are given with this show, he essentially has a good chunk of his time in the club room to himself, I imagine.
I suppose, but even still.
He has free access to this entire room. I never had something like that. Actually, I might have had something like that in high school for a little bit, but like people still like came in the room. It's like there was never just a room that I could hide something in, really.
No, but I just feel like any sort of advantages, if you will, that hiding something as sultry as an ecchi manga in a school setting would be trounced by just hiding it under your bed or in like your sock drawer. I don't know. This is just nitpicking. I think it's funny that he would hide it in school. And by the way, he hides it in like the shittiest spot. Did you notice that?
Just the way it was positioned.
Yeah, it's like
it's just half showing.
It's on display, pretty much.
Essentially, yeah.
What you got to do is you just got to hide it in plain sight. Just put it amongst your other books, like the spine probably won't give anything away. I don't remember getting a good look at the spine, so I'm willing to eat my words here. But regardless, I want to also point out, did you notice? Did you catch this? Did you catch that Gammo said sus?
She did, yes.
Yes.
No, I hear it and I get like a fight or flight response, right? I've said it a couple times how she'll say like sosune and I'll get like a little like my fucking like ears will perk up and I'll like,
is she
look
saying
around.
it? Is she speaking it? I was talking about the subs.
Well, like no. Like there is the sub where they say sus, but like there's a Japanese phrase like sosune, which means like that's right.
Oh, okay.
And she like Nagatoro says that quite a lot. I think I've pointed it out before, but like I was like, oh my god, she's saying it again. No, okay, it's just.
I was talking about in the subs, like they subbed Gammo saying sus.
Yeah, this is the most recent time they've said it.
I think it's the third.
It's been a little while.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
It's the third main time.
Yeah. I So first of all, they're doing it on purpose now. The second off.
Oh, absolutely.
Second off, hashtag Gammo's gotta go.
Yeah. Oh, another thing, if we're talking about like these like activist translators, if you will, they also like say like, oh yeah, we're like just trolling these guys. That was a bit like weird to me. I don't know.
Yes, there is a lot of more modern lingo in this sub. In particular, I don't watch a lot of recent anime, so I don't know.
I don't know if that's like a term that like Japanese use.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. There probably is because it's
just not something you really ever see in like subs.
No, not necessarily, but like it's not like Japan doesn't have the same sort of like internet culture as we do. I mean, you've seen. I mean, they have 2chan over there. It's not like
I'm aware. Yeah, I mean, 2chan's like 4chan's based on 2chan.
Yeah, and you see those translations of like 2chan threads where people are talking about like what Smash Bros characters that dumb Americans want, and I assume that there is some sort of word that could be translated into trolling. And I think
that's fair.
I think it's perfectly fine. I've made my feelings on this clear enough. before. But I think it's perfectly fine to insert phrases like that into these subs. Like, maybe it ages it, but it can always just be subbed again. It's not like it's not like these are like baked into the anime now, you know.
Yeah, fine. I'll concede this. You're right.
We did it, everyone.
We did it right.
Logic wins again, and this and much like how logic wins in the end, love wins in this episode. Senpai feels bad that Nagatoro is about to get totally owned in this search for his hypothetical like porn manga, and I think what's on the line is like not cupcakes, pancakes or something.
Yeah, pancakes.
So that's like a Helltaker reference, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, well that's good. But yeah, so Senpai, whether he just wants Nagatoro to have pancakes or maybe there's a little something more there, he just like nonchalantly walks out of the room, grabs it, and just kind of like walks to a bookshelf, puts it there, and he's like, "Oh, you'll never find it, Nagatoro. Why don't you just give up?" Oh shit! I got the dog barking. That's really funny. That's staying in.
Keep it in.
Yeah. That's the. I can't believe the dog heard that. That's insane.
Got good ears.
Yeah, apparently. She's still going. What the fuck?
Oh, run it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, the weirdest part about this, like, this episode, like, this section of the episode is just, like, I really like Gamma and Yoshi's reaction where it's just, like, Nagatoro's just, like, so happy that's, like,
yeah,
yes, Senpai's horny, and they're just like, oh, okay.
She is so...
We'll just leave then.
She's so invested in this. And I do like the resolution of this. Like I said, the content is good. I just feel like it just sort of happens. Like this just, like, it's almost 11 minutes, so it's time for the episode to end. I will grab my porn stash and give it to Nagatoro. Is kind of what it felt like.
Mm-hmm. It's a reasonable conclusion.
Yeah. But it was really cute. Speaking of cute, the next episode is also pretty good because it starts with Nagatoro like showing off her new ear piercing that she got, a new earring, and Avenge, have you ever at any point in your life wanted earrings?
No, I don't think I could pull it off.
Yeah, well, pulling it off is irrelevant when you're a child. You don't think about those things. You're so young and naive.
That's fair. But yeah, when I was a kid, I was controlled by gender norms. I was like, oh, only girls get earrings. So I wasn't really interested when I was younger.
True. When I was a kid, I think in like first grade, maybe second grade, I wanted earrings. And you want to know why I wanted earrings?
Is it because a video game character had earrings?
Yes, Avenge. It was because a video game character had earrings. It was Link from Ocarina of Time. He had earrings, and like I thought Link was the coolest guy ever. So I was like, well, I want to be able to be like Link. I want to get my ears pierced. It'd be.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, it's kind of cute. It's a cute little anecdote, and it ties into this episode because Nagatoro's like, oh, senpai, we could get matching earrings. Wouldn't that be cool? And he'd be like, well, I don't know. I don't know if I'd be like into that. And what's funny is that, like, there's absolutely no way Nagatoro would actually go through with wearing matching earrings. She arguably, I feel like she'd be less up to it than senpai would.
Yeah, I agree. I think she would go as far if she was willing to, like, actually, like, because, like, the whole point of, like, this leads to is that she's, like, threatening or, like, about to make him think that she's gonna, like, use this little, like, ear piercing machine thing she has to, like, pierce his ear.
Yes.
But I think I think she might go through with that, but I think afterwards she would realize, like,
it's like, oh my god,
oh no, and then get real embarrassed.
Yeah, for sure. But Yeah, it just kind of leads to a gag where she, I was only pretending to pierce your ear. I just pinched your ear.
Yeah, I just pinched you.
Yeah,
Haha,
owned.
haha, it's just a joke.
I did. Yeah, I'm merely trolling. We like to do a little trolling, senpai. I did like the little dream sequence where senpai. I can't believe we keep calling him senpai. Naoto is just like,
No, he's senpai.
yeah, we can keep calling him senpai or whatever. Everyone knows who we're talking about if we call him that. So.
Yeah, who the hell's this Naoto?
Yeah, the manga readers, cringe anime viewers only will be completely left in the dust. I'm kidding. Do read the manga though. It's
no,
good.
You make a good point. I'm all for gatekeeping in this case. Let's go. Get him out of here.
We like to do a little trolling on the Nagatoro every week podcast.
That's right. It's just trolling. It's just trolling.
Yeah, we're just trolling, guys. Well, I've lost my train of thought now. Thanks to all the trolling. Oh yeah. He's just talking about how I've been completely subjugated by Nagatoro. It's like a fate worse than death, I must say. Wouldn't you agree, Evan?
That's true. I mean, it's like he's being tagged. Yeah.
Yeah. No good. But and this just sort of leads into the real plot of the episode, essentially, because this is the episode that was teased last week. This is the one where Senpai and Sakura go on a fake date to scare away a stalker. And
I want to get to I want to address something.
Okay.
Like, what the hell did the stalker do to her? Because she walks into the room and she's disheveled.
I don't think
her shirt's pulled out and
oh, I didn't even.
She's kind of all messed up.
I didn't even.
Maybe she was just
that.
running away or something like that. But
I don't know. I don't think he got anywhere near her because you can see he's viewing her from afar most of the time.
That's true.
I'm trying to see. Hang on, I'm trying to get to this. Where she's
when she first enters the room,
it's I just assumed that she's just prone to overreacting. She seems, as much as my headcanon about her being a sociopath is definitely totally true. She just seems like a type of person that would take this very hard,
That's true. I mean, her the way she reacts when she opens the door seems pretty genuine. Later on, when they're they go and meet up in a family restaurant to try to come up with a plan.
Yeah,
she starts crying again, and she looks up at Senpai to see if he has a reaction or anything like that.
Yeah, why is part of her dress tucked in? That's so strange. That's
because I don't think that's normally how she looks. Her outfit does also look like that when they show her going up to the table of guys and hitting on all of them.
Oh, then maybe
but
that's
definitely that is not always how she looks though.
Fact check us, commenters. I'm not sure. I wasn't really paying attention to any sort of irregularities in her outfit.
Maybe I'm fucked up. I don't know.
I want to ask. Was this date plot line always tied into the was the stalker guy always someone from that nerd group, or was that added to tie these episodes together in the anime?
I honestly don't remember. I didn't go back and read this week. My first thought, because what I think I remember is that it's one of her boyfriend.
Yeah, it's just one of her exes. I thought what it was, because she goes through men I go through gummy worms or whatever. I couldn't think of a cool analogy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if it is a tie-in, that's a kudos I'll give to the anime. That's just another one of those extra mile things they do that wouldn't have happened if they didn't.
It makes it work a bit better.
Yeah, if they didn't decide to be if they decided to be 100% faithful like I thought they were going to be, this wouldn't have happened. But yeah. So this hatches a concoction, a plan. Senpai is going to go on a mock date with Sakura to scare the stalker away. I want to say what I thought was really funny is that, like, as they're like constructing this plan, and they like ask Senpai to do this, and he's just like, well, I mean, you know, you made your bed, reap what you sow, am I right? And he's just sipping his drink like a real Sigma male would, you know?
Yeah, like a real Sigma male. He disregards the feelings of women and doesn't get dragged down by that.
Exactly. He just needs the lo-fi music.
Yeah. Can you edit in like the lo-fi music right now?
I don't know what it
is.
is.
Talking about Sigma males.
I
can send it to you after.
Oh, all right, fuck yeah. If you can send me it, then I'll definitely put it in because that's fun. Because I love the Sigma male memes. They're so good.
If you don't know, viewers, just you gotta check out like Sigma male memes. They're really fun.
Yeah, they're very good. They're very good.
Should we link one? I don't know.
They can find them. They can find them.
They can find on their time. Okay.
Yeah. But he decides to go along with it because, you know, Sigma male senpai only lasts for so long. He can only keep that facade for a short period of time before he's returned to senpai. And they go on this little date, much to Nagatoro's chagrin.
Yes, that's true. However, we are blessed with Nagatoro in casual clothing.
Yes.
Which is
I like the little hat she has.
Like we see her like 90% of the time in her school uniform, so it's nice to see her in something else.
Well, sometimes we see her in the swimsuit.
We see her in a swimsuit. We've seen her like when they went to her house, like in like some other casual clothes. But you know, like this is pretty rare.
She had the yukata at the school festival, right?
I don't think she was in a yukata. I think she came straight to the festival.
That's right. Yeah.
From the school.
Yeah, she wouldn't have had time to change. That's fair. Yeah. Well, I do want to say that this was a favorite chapter of mine back when I first read this. So I was looking forward to this episode. And it didn't disappoint. It was good. I gotta ask again. Yeah. I know you didn't read it, but like Sakura's got a figure to her, like in like the casual outfit. It's more apparent. I should say.
Yeah. No. It's definitely fit to her curves.
Yeah. Yeah. You could say that. We sound so. I sound so disheveled. I don't know why. It's she got big boobs and big hips and a small waist, and it wasn't as noticeable before. Now it is. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let's not beat around the bush.
Yeah,
she got the dumpy.
She kind of does. Another question I want to ask of Ange. You know, last I believe it was 2 weeks ago, I referenced the classic 2018 anime Arrow Manga Sensei. I've returned to reference yet another seasonal season of the month anime, or flavor of the month, I guess. Rent a Girlfriend. Did you ever watch Rent a Girlfriend?
I despise Rent a Girlfriend. I'm caught up on the Rent a Girlfriend manga. I have some bones. I have many bones to pick with that series.
Avenge, do you just like read manga that you do you read more manga that you hate than manga that you like? Because you read Komi, right?
Okay.
And you hate Komi.
I read Komi. I started. Let me clear the air on this. Okay, I'm gonna sit up.
The truth about Komi.
Yes. Komi is like a fine manga. My problem with all of these series, Komi and Rent-A-Girlfriend, have the exact same problem. Where like they start off and they're fine, and the plot like kind of goes, and eventually they just get into this fucking like wasteland of nothing happening, and like the author just trying to like drag it out. And like, I don't know how to confess my feelings to the girl, and it goes on for like 100 chapters, and just nothing happens, and the plot is meaningless. And that is what both of those series have become. Rent-a-Girlfriend is also just, like, stupid harem bullshit, but Komi was kind of, like, entertaining and cute until it just became 100 chapters of nothing happening. I'm not exaggerating, by the way. That is, like, they like, just passed chapter 3. This isn't the Komi podcast, but I'm gonna
it's the Komi
go
corner.
off right now.
Evangelist Komi corner.
This is the Komi corner, yeah. Like, they like, just hit chapter 300, and there has been a solid 100 or so chapters of, like, no progress happening. This man has, like, almost confessed, or fucking Komi almost confessed, like, 3 separate times, and it was all just like, haha, misunderstanding, I can't do it. Fuck it. Fuck you, Komi. Your author's a hack, you can draw good, but you can't write for shit. I hate you. That's it. That's my rant.
So you don't like Rent-a-Girlfriend?
I hate Rent-a-Girlfriend. Rent-a-Girlfriend is, like, egregiously worse.
So, I've never seen Rent-a-Girlfriend.
Okay.
All I know about it is the title, and I just assumed it's about, like, a guy who pays to go on dates with girls. Is that not it?
The plot is that a guy gets dumped by his girlfriend, and then gets real sad because it's his first girlfriend in college.
Oh my god, he's in college?
He's in college. He finds out about this Rent-a-Girlfriend thing. So he's like, I'm gonna get myself a pick-me-up, and I'm gonna go on this date with this really hot girl. And then one thing leads to another, and he has to rush to the hospital because his grandma's in the hospital, and he takes her there with her. And he has to tell his grandma, yeah, this is my girlfriend. And they're like pretending to be dating. And little does he know that her grandmother is also in the hospital.
Oh my god!
So now they must keep
way.
up the facade that they are dating, or else their grandmothers will die. That's not actually, they're not going to die, but like they can't disappoint their grandmothers. But this is not the Rent-a-Girlfriend podcast.
I gotta say, that is way more like contrived and psychopathic than I ever thought Rent-a-Girlfriend. I thought it was literally just
loses the fucking plot.
Guy who dates girls by giving them money.
That would be a better manga.
Nothing wrong with that.
That would be a better manga. Nothing wrong with that.
But that is insane.
Okay, why are we bringing up Rent-a-Girlfriend?
Oh, because this is kind of, I figured this was kind of like Rent-a-Girlfriend because he's going on a fake date. That was it. That was literally it. I didn't expect a tirade. I thought you were gonna say like, oh, that shitty anime that aired last year.
Don't bring up bad romance manga to me. You're gonna get an earful.
I'm resisting the urge to do a Lady Gaga reference. I just couldn't think of a good one.
Go off, Queen.
I'll go off, all right, by summarizing the rest of this episode.
Let's go.
It just kind of so they just kind of like go on a date for a bit, and I feel like again, just like the first segment, it just sort of like ends because the episode is over, not for like any particular reason.
Yeah, I didn't remember this ending so abruptly.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're still going on their day. They get to the coast. Them being on the coast was a little bit weird to me. It's like, wait, they're in a coastal town?
Yeah,
like they're on the sea.
Namasita?
That's kind of weird. I didn't know that. But yeah, because all of a sudden it just cuts out. It's like, oh, Nagatoro's just like got this guy
Nagatoro
in like
solved the
an
plot.
arm bar or some shit. Like that.
Yeah, that was a little weird. But
yeah, it's like because it's like it's doing the obvious. Where it's like we already know that like Nagatoro is like bothered by them being on a date, so she wants to get this over with as soon as possible. But it was real abrupt.
I completely agree.
Nothing actually happened. Really, it's just like they just show them on a date for a bit, and all they really do is just walk for a bit, and then they catch the guy.
Yeah. There's like some slight banter between them where it's just like, hey, do you like being on a date with me, senpai? He's like, it's fine, I guess. It's like, would you rather be on a date with someone else? He's like, no.
Real subtle Sakura.
Yeah, very good. The master manipulator Sakura at work yet
Truly.
again, just playing her mind games on poor senpai.
You can make a 2-hour video about why Sakura is a master manipulator.
Don't tempt me. Not in this fucking weather.
Coming next week.
Oh God, no. Christ.
Text manifesto.
I'll be honest. I don't know. I don't know if Sakura has enough character to talk about her for 2 hours. She just kind of talks like this, and
You
she's
better
a
find a
ditz.
way.
But maybe she actually isn't. I don't know. Oh my god, this episode's over.
This is a good one.
This is a good one.
We checked out.
I like I think we did good this time, and I did. This episode was all right.
I think this is up there.
Yeah, I do wanna point out that I've just finally realized that the ending song it's all the girls singing it, not just like Nagatoro and Gammo.
Really?
Yeah, you can tell.
I never really thought about who did the audio for it, but that's cute.
It
I
is
like
cute.
that.
I
like
do
when
like
shows
that.
do that.
Uh,
Man, have you ever watched Infinite Stratos?
no, isn't that a Yu-Gi-Oh card?
Maybe, but it's like a dumb mecha harem anime, but I really like it because they have all the heroines in it sing the openings and endings.
It doesn't surprise me because if you're a Japanese voice actress, you can probably also sing. I've come to understand.
Mm-hmm.
But even still, it doesn't make it any less cute.
Yeah, that's adorable. I'll go back and take a little bit of a closer listen to it.
Yeah, give a listen to it. I still don't get tired of listening to that song. I like the ED a lot. But Avenge, before we sign off, we gotta talk about the preview for next episode.
I watched that preview. You know how you talk about this is one of your favorite episodes? The next episode is one of my favorite chapters from the manga.
I'm gonna go out on a limb on it not being because of a certain new character appearing, but because of a certain outfit a character we know of is wearing. Boys, grab your pickaxes. We're going mining.
Is this like a bad tomboy mind joke?
No, it's a great tomboy mind joke.
Her wearing a sports bra doesn't make her a tomboy.
She's got the hair up too.
The ponytail does not make the tomboy tech.
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Look, I love tomboys. I'll just put that right out there. I'm a fucking fiend for some tomboy. Nagatoro ain't really a tomboy.
I will agree.
I could say a lot more words that would make me look a lot worse right now, and I'm gonna choose not to.
Well,
Nagatoro presses a lot of the right buttons, but she doesn't press that button, sir.
I agree in her regular outfit. I just figured, in the more sporty outfit, it would qualify. I think she's literally in the video. Her in this outfit is in those tomboy mind videos.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
But I think that,
however, they would be wrong.
Yeah, well, I think that just goes to show how nebulous the term of a tomboy really is. I mean, since they're not real, so a tomboy can be whatever you want them to
die. in the same way that Goldie Roger proclaimed the One Piece does exist.
No, it was Whitebeard.
Gentlemen, brothers, senpais, tomboys do exist.
I think we're gonna
just go out there and find them. See you next week.